Hi everyone, Chas from Chas's Crazy Creations. Welcome to a mindful stretch or movement class or whatever you want to call it at the end of a busy day. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. A couple weeks ago I had gone to a blog retreat, social gathering blog retreat, and I had pre-set up a video for you. And then last week I was actually on vacation, supposedly, but it kind of backfired and everybody had to work a little bit anyways. But regardless, this week I'm back and bringing to you the mindfulness that we've been doing beforehand. So let's go ahead and get started. So finding a comfortable position for you, wherever that might be, your couch, a chair, but sit comfortable. Stacking your spine, shoulders back. We're going to go ahead and start with 2 deep breaths in. And exhale out. And another breath in. And exhale out. Slowing the breath down, feeling big breaths from our centers. And again, feeling all of our good alignment, because a lot of the time during the day we do not have the best posture. All right, sitting either in our butterfly position or crisscross or with your legs down, however it's comfortable for you. We're just going to go ahead and lean forward, letting our neck relax and drop, letting it rock back and forth, releasing all that tension. Keep breathing. Slowly rolling up. Great job. You can stay in that butterfly position if you want. Again, I had 2 hip surgeries, so my hips are not quite ready for that. So this is what is comfortable for me. So moving on, we're going to go ahead and reach to one side. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then going to the other side, deep breath in and out. Thank you for joining me today. Let's go ahead and do that again. 2 times is usually better than 1. The first time we kind of settle into it, the first time we just do it, but the second time we often settle into it and do it better. Back to center, arms out to the sides, flex the palms, rolling making small circles. Again, you should feel this in your shoulder blades, making sure not to stick your rib cages out. So keeping a nice alignment as we're going. Your goal would be the number 30, but you want to stop before you have bad positioning and posture, because that will build bad habits. So we're going to go ahead and stop and go the other direction. And I know I am not making it to 30, but that's the goal for you to practice every day to help our posture, since we sit at computers a lot, or phones, or whatever it is, electronic devices. Moving those forward right at me, small circles out. This always reminds me of Karate Kid, those of you who are of my generation. And going the other way. And when you're doing this, please make sure, I'll turn sideways, that you're not pushing forward. You want your shoulders to be nice and back as you're doing them. We go this way first. Make sure you're going the right direction for you. I lost my train of thought when I went and showed everybody. Moving them up slightly. So now we're getting another position in our back, hitting different sets of muscles. We're going circles one direction, and then we'll be doing it the other way. Again, remember to keep that spine stacked, reversing those arms, not sticking the rib cage out, core engaged. Just working all those muscles. Stretching out, stretching back, curving in. Exhale. Stretching back, inhale. Exhale, curving forward. Back to center. Let's go ahead and stretch those arms out after giving them a little bit of a workout. Deep breath in and out. Up and over, stretching the triceps. Switching to the other side. Deep breath in and out. Slowing the breath down. Always utilizing that exhale to loosen the muscles and give them lots of oxygen. Back to center, reaching one arm up and one arm down. breath in and out. Taking the arm over the head, stretching the neck out. Now, if this is too much, you can just tilt your head. But if you're ready, go ahead and just lightly set your arm on and then use your other arm to pull down towards the floor. Couple breaths in and out here. Again, utilizing that exhale. And then switching to the other side. I hope that you've been having a great week so far. It's only Tuesday. Back to center. We're going to go ahead and tilt our head to one side, slowly move to the other side, and pausing wherever you need to. If you feel a tight spot, pause there, take a breath in and out, and allow that muscle to release. And then going back the other way. And let's go ahead and do that again, each direction. And back the other way. Shoulders rolling back. Sitting nice and tall, both sits bones on the floor. Rolling shoulders the other way. Lifting our shoulders up, big inhale. Exhale, let them drop. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale out. Excellent job. A little swaying of our backs. I'm thinking next week we might do some movement. So we just thought we'd start with our stretch this week, but next week I'm thinking we're gonna have a little fun. Give me a thumbs up or heart if you think that sounds like a good idea. All right, back to center. We're gonna go ahead and stretch our legs out, and we're gonna just curve forward. Again, what's coming through, you're not forcing the stretch here, we're just letting our neck and our back release. We're not trying to force ourselves down. Sitting nice and tall. I'll turn sideways, it's a little easier to explain. Sitting nice and tall, arms out like you're holding up high that you're gonna give to somebody, and then you reach to give it to them, but your shoulders are down and your back is nice and straight. So not curving, just a nice flat back. Reaching, and then relaxing. Rolling back up, stretching forward and leaning. And then relaxing. Shaking those legs out. Give them a little shake. They've been holding tension too, especially our knees often hold a lot of tension. All right, I'm gonna turn forward again. So you can do this a few different ways. We're gonna do our spiral. So you've got your option of sitting like this and spiraling, and then we're gonna lean forward. If you're sitting in a chair, same thing, legs flat, spiraling, and then leaning forward. Otherwise, you can do one leg over the other. For me, this is my right leg on top and my left. I don't know how that reads for you guys watching, but you're gonna start by giving it a little hug. So you're pulling it towards yourself, turning towards the hip of the leg that's over the top. So we're going ahead and spiraling while giving ourselves a little bit of a glute stretch in here. So again, you can just spiral alone if you want, but think of spiraling up through that spine, working and stretching all of those muscles. Now, as we come back to center, again, you can either sit crisscross, legs on the ground, we're gonna lean forward. If you're in this position, you're welcome to lean forward too. And if something starts to not feel good, stop and adjust. So leaning forward. Slowly rolling up, and we're going to do the other side now. So again, sitting and just spiraling. We're switching your legs. This is my left, this is my right. So with my left leg on top, spiraling towards that, nice and tall. Doing great. Now we're going to just lean forward. job, back to center. Let's go ahead and go onto our backs. So we're gonna lay down. Just pausing here for a moment, feeling your hip flexors, feeling all your muscles. Let's just go ahead before we stretch and let's just do a quick scan of our bodies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at our feet, and your arms can be by your side. There's no right or wrong, you're just wanting to lay comfortable. So thinking about your feet while you're breathing and slowing your breath down, how your feet feel, and then we're just gonna work our way up. So moving from our feet to our calves, up to our knees, up to our quadriceps and hamstrings, up to our glutes and our hips, up to our abs and our lower back, up to our chest and our upper back. Now moving to our hands, then forearms, then our biceps and triceps, our shoulders, our neck, and then our head. Now hopefully that gave you a moment to notice how you feel and notice what you might need to work on. So moving forward, we're going to pull one knee up, leave the other leg out. And we'll go ahead and switch sides. One leg up, one leg out. Now we're going to put both feet flat on the ground, contracting our lower back down. We're going to put our hands on our legs, and we're going to reach up to our knees on an exhale, and then breathe in, coming down. Exhale out. Inhale, coming down. Remember to kick that lower back. Lower back needs to touch the mat. Head up. And then down. And then one more of those. Up. And down. We're going to take one leg straight up and try not to grab your knees. So you want to grab either above or below, whatever's more comfortable to you. Nice straight leg. We're going to go ahead and roll our ankle one direction. While we're here, remember to keep breathing. If your knee bends a little, it's okay, but the goal is we're just trying to get a nice leg stretch while we're rolling our ankle. Go ahead and roll it the other way. And then let's switch sides. So again, grabbing above or below your knee, but not putting any strain on your knee. Rolling your ankle one way. A little bit of a stretch while you're here. And then reversing that, rolling the other way. Both legs down, hips square. We're going to go ahead and do our bridge, which is really important for hip strength and glute strength. So we're going to lift up. You're going to feel a little squeeze in your glutes. Hold here. And lower down. And do that again. So squeezing first, lifting up, make sure those glutes are grab and hold. And roll back down. Now we're going to do this 2 more times, but this time, if you're ready to try a leg lift, go ahead. If not, keep doing your bridge. So here we go. We lift, contract, lift up. If you're ready for a leg lift, you lift one, put it down, lift the other, and put it down. Now making sure, and then come down, making sure that your hips stay as stable as possible. Very, very important. One more time. Contracting, lifting, one leg out, then the other leg out, and then coming back down. Just giving your lower half of the body just a moment to relax. We're going to do another spiral down here. There's going to be variations on it for you. So you can do option number 1 will be keeping this part of your body centered, and then you're just going to let your legs drop to one side. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is reaching the opposite arm out. Then you get a shoulder stretch and a back twist. The other way you can do it is if you put your one leg straight, your other knee goes over that leg and tries to relax, and then it makes your other arm have more of a stretch. So whichever one of these is great for you, go ahead and move into that now. Back to center. We're going to reverse that now. So again, you can just do your knees and then keep your back centered. You can add your arm, or you can have your leg out with the other arm sticking out behind you. I'll move this side, it's in my way. Back to center. Great job. Let's go ahead and move to our stomach. So take as long as you need, moving to your side first if you need to and pausing. And then when you're ready, all the way to your stomach. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, you're gonna try to keep your forehead to the ground is the goal here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our opposite arm and leg. So your arms are reaching above you, and we're going to lift opposite arm and leg, but keep your forehead and your head down on the floor in front of you, and then we'll alternate sides. So here we go, raising opposite arm and leg, and lower, switching to the other side, up, and down. Other side, up, and down. Switch, up, and down. Switch, up, and down. Switch, up, and down. Great, now move your arms so that your forehead will rest on your hands. And we're gonna keep our bottom half of the body on the floor, but we're gonna raise and lower our upper body. So we lift and lower. Then lift and lower, lift and lower, one more, lift and lower. Bringing our arms out to the sides, thinking like a bird. Again, your forehead's going to stay on the mat, but you're going to squeeze your arms and lower them down. So here we go, squeezing up, and then lowering down. Squeezing up, and lowering down. Squeezing up, lowering down. We've got one more. Squeezing up, and lowering down. Bringing your arms in, pressing up. Whatever's comfortable for you for your Cobra. Make sure your shoulders are pulled down. We don't want them up by your ears. That would defeat all the work we're doing to loosen all your neck muscles up. Lowering down, up on your hands and knees. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Feeling nice and centered, a little bit like someone has punched you in the stomach. So we've got a little bit of a contraction going here. I'm going to lift opposite arm and leg if you're ready. If not, just stay on your hands and knees and down. The other thing you can do, switch sides, is just lift your arms one at a time and try to keep your hips still. Other side, out and down, and again, out and down. Let's go ahead and do two more. One more, out, and down. And then back on your knees. And again, whatever's comfortable for you. So you can put your arms back here. You can put your arms up here. Whatever stretch you kind of want that works for you. Reaching one arm through the other arm, giving it a little lean. Don't forget to keep breathing. On the other side. Back to center. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of lunge, and hopefully I don't get cut off on the camera. But what we're going to do is your knee is over your ankle, so it's a nice straight line. Am I in the way for that? Yes, probably. It's a nice straight line. Hands can be on either side, stretching your other leg out, and making sure that this is getting stretched right in here. Your leg is nice and straight behind you as much as possible. If you're ready for a little bit of challenge, bring one arm up. And then do the other side. And we're going to come down and switch to the other side. So again, knee over ankle, very important. We don't want to put any strain on our ankles and our knees. Stretching the back leg out, nice and straight. When you're ready, reach one arm up, or stay where you're at. Either way is good. Switch, bring the other side. This is really good for balance. Great job. Coming back down. Back to your center. Sitting however is comfortable for you. Feeling stacked again. Scanning your body one more time wherever you're comfortable, and I want you to think through the journey that you need. You asked your body the first time where it was needing something. So scanning your body again while you're sitting and breathing. See how it feels now. See if there's any last things that you need to do for yourself while you take this time for yourself. So working from our toes to our ankles, to our calves, to our knees, to our quadriceps and hamstrings, to our hips and glutes, to our abs and our lower back, working our way to our upper back and our chest, thinking about our hands, our forearms, our quadriceps and triceps, or our biceps and triceps, our shoulders, our neck, and our head. Thank you for joining me for today's mindful moment. I will be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for a craft. It's not too late to join Chloe's and my Craft with Chloe and Chas group. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and head on over to my blog and click on classes. And you can be sure to join in, and I will be doing solar lights in that group tomorrow. So for our private subscription group, that is solar lights, and the craft after that is at 1 o'clock. That one will just be on this page for you to follow along. Thank you for joining me today. Please share this with anybody who might need a stretch or a moment to themselves. I'd love it if you'd follow me and subscribe to my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. I post all of these on my YouTube channel, and also my blog. Thank you for joining me. I want you to think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. They don't have to be anything big or amazing. They can be be great. Your choice. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna scoot up closer. And next week I'm thinking maybe a little fun movement class. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.